Time for the Reavers' annual trip to the mountains. Hey, the climb begins with the Hall of Fame. Then comes the summit. Does Iowa Western reach it for the fourth time in the last 6 years? Another coach says goodbye. A former Reaver says hello. A couple of old friends kick it around for bragging rights.
I'm Maddie Munger, one of the captains of the St. Albert girls soccer team. The Bluffs Sports Center starts right now.
Hello, I'm JJ Davis, and welcome to this latest edition of the Bluffs Sports Zone, a special JUCO World Series edition. Iowa Western goes for the gold once again. Only this time, there's something more, something well-deserved. Now, before the first pitch is even thrown out at Sam Simplizio Field, a certain Reaver head coach is inducted into the JUCO Hall of Fame. For more from Grand Junction, Colorado, here's IWTV student extraordinaire, Zach Harper Blunt.
The 58th JUCO World Series is set to get underway. The annual NJCAA banquet is held on the eve of the first pitch. Defending national champion Iowa Western is there along with 9 other teams to celebrate their seasons. The Reavers here celebrate something more. Iowa Western head coach Mark Reardon, in just his 13th season, receives a rare honor. The 44-year-old is one of 4 inducted into the JUCO Baseball Hall of Fame.
Junior college is a great place to be, a great opportunity. This World Series and playing baseball is just a base to start on.
To be here for the Hall of Fame, the reason why I was going in is a lot because of the World Series and Grand Junction. So to have my team here again while that's happening, it was very, something really special.
It's awesome. Mark's done a good job with everything he's done. He wins a lot of games. Does a good job with those kids, keeping us engaged. And it's a good feeling to be sitting at this table watching him do what he does, because he's a winner, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Are you going to go around telling people that you played for a Hall of Fame coach now?
Oh, of course. Even before he was inducted, I let people know, and everyone knew who he was and had great respect for him, so it's nice.
I was a little lighter back in.
Congratulations to Iowa Western baseball coach Mark Reardon. For the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm Zach Harper Blunt.
Thanks, Zach. And congratulations to a rare Reaver, head coach Mark Reardon. Now to the games. Iowa Western looking to make history with back-to-back national championships. And it starts with stepping on some fire ants. So let's head back out to the junction and IWTV student Zach Harper Blunt.
Number 1, Iowa Western opens up the JUCO World Series against unranked South Carolina Sumter. A good outing for Devin Perez. The freshman right-hander strikes out the side here in the top of the second. Perez fires a complete Game 4 hitter. Bottom half of the inning, Tyler Cropley gets one past the third baseman. Logan Kiefer comes in. The Reavers are on the board. Bottom of the third inning, Josh Newell gets a base hit. Jake Scudder and Dom Thompson-Williams score. IW leads 3-0 after 3. Bottom of the fifth, the sophomore from Omaha again. This time a 2-run triple. Newell goes 2 for 4 and 4 RBIs on the day. Still in the fifth, Logan Kiefer with another of Iowa Western's 12 hits. Newell comes across, Reavers lead 6-0. And Cropley puts the final nail in the coffin. Sack fly in the 6th inning brings in the winning run. Iowa Western steps on the fire ants in 7, 8-0.
Wow, getting the first win is outstanding. I know we've heard all the stories about me and how many times I've been here and everything, but I've been on both sides of that, and this side's way better.
Just throw strikes and let them hit the ball and felt confident with our defense to make plays.
I think that's what makes you dangerous, and I think in a tournament, I think that's what makes you dangerous. Because if all you got to do is concentrate on a 3-hole guy, keep the lead off the bags, and concentrate on your 3 and 4 hole, I don't think you're going to go very far.
Iowa Western picks up where it left off last year. The Reavers have now won their 36th straight game. Game 2 would be the complete opposite of Game 1. The defending national champs battling 14th ranked Northwest Florida State. Top of the first inning, Jake Scudder with one of just 6 Iowa Western hits. Bottom of the first, Dakota Dean with the base hit. State draws first blood up 1-0. Later, up 3-zip. Danny Blanco with the 2-bagger. Jaron Pickney who single scores. It's now 4-0 Raiders. Next batter, Hunter Benning off the glove of Matt Hoig. Northwest Florida State stuns the Reavers with 5 runs in the first inning. Iowa Western uses 5 pitchers. Chris Halber, one of the bright spots. The sophomore right-hander goes 2 innings, strikes out 4. Bottom of the 6th, Kai Timmermans with the wild pitch. The Raiders off and running once again. 7-0 State. The 14th ranked team in the country, 11 hits overall. Sean Feltner knocks in 2 to end the game in 6 innings. Northwest Florida State shocks the Reavers 10-0.
I've sat here before in the past, and teams don't win games as much as the other team loses them. And you can see today with our performance, that wasn't us at all today. I mean, we know what we were going up against.
Iowa Western starts off the JUCO World Series going 1-1. Next up, the Rough Riders of Yavapai.
Thanks, Zach. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, it's time for Jim Turgeon. But up next, suddenly a season on the brink. When we come back.
At Council Plus Savings Bank, you still get personalized customer service.
We have identity-safe checking with LifeLock, identity theft protection.
You get personal mortgage lending to fit your needs now and in the future.
You get business banking with the latest technology because saving you time saves you money.
At Council Plus Savings Bank, you get people who answer when you call and local employees who are actively involved in our community. Council Plus Savings Bank, hometown banking the way it used to be.
If you store your guns properly.
So not just anyone can get to them.
I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside.
Safer when walking home.
I won't have to tell so many family members. I'm sorry.
I won't hear as many scary stories. Or scary news reports.
I won't have to hold someone's hand and shout you're gonna make it.
And I won't have to tell my kids, this isn't a drill.
Please.
Please.
Please. Please.
Please.
Do it for us.
For us. Do it for us.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. If you own a firearm and are not using it, please be responsible and be sure that it's stored in a safe place. Remember, always, lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org.
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's 1 every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
This portion of the Bluffs Sports Zone brought to you by Cutler O'Neill, Meyer Woodring, family-owned funeral home, serving Council Bluffs in southwest Iowa for over 100 years.
Never thought I'd see Iowa Western get smoked in Grand Junction. I mean, after the season it just had, after last year. But it happened. Just got to forget about it and move on. Yeah, that's easier said than done, huh? Survival of the fittest for the Reavers out in Colorado. Every game now could be their last. For more, let's head back out west again and Zach Harper-Blunt.
Mark Raridan and the Reavers look to bounce back against number 6 Yavapai. Scoreless in the top of the second, watch this. Off of Iowa Western starter Jackson Pugh, snagged by Ryan Merrill, and it's in time. Pugh goes 3 innings, 2 hits, no runs. Michael Klein takes over. The freshman right-hander with 1 of his 4 strikeouts. Still scoreless in the bottom of the 5th. Alex Krupa with his only hit of the game. After a Jake Scudder walk, Dom Thompson-Williams. Jacks a 3-run bomb. The Reavers had been held scoreless in the previous 10 innings. Next batter, Tyler Cropley. Goes opposite field. Back-to-back home runs. Iowa Western leads at 4-0 after 5. The Rough Riders just 4 hits overall. Here in the 7th, Alex Cruz rips the solo shot to left center to cut it to 3. But that's it. Michael Klein goes 6 innings, gives up just 2 hits and a run. Reavers eliminate Yavapai.
Coming in the tournament, I knew I should be hitting the ball because the past couple games I've been starting to get back on it. But kind of a slow start, but I'll take it. I'll take it any day for it to happen today. So.
I've been a starter my whole life, and then, I mean, we got so much talent on this team. Being out of the pen, I mean, it's humbling. I get what I've been taking, and then I do the best I can.
If you're going to win 54 games and at one point win 36 in a row, you got to have those guys that come out of the pen and solidify it for the betterment of the team, and that's Michael's been one of those guys.
So after the 4-1 win over Yavapai, Reaver Baseball advances to the next round, but can they stay alive after their next opponent? For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Zach Harper-Blunt.
Thanks, Zach. So the Reavers are still alive. And I've said it once and I'll say it again. It doesn't matter how you win this time of year. Just win, baby. One at a time. Next up, another elimination game. This time, the Reavers walk the plank with a pack of Pirates. Once again, Zach Harper-Blunt is on board.
Iowa Western looking to stay alive. Top-ranked Reavers go to battle with number 9 Chattahoochee Valley. The Pirates jump on starter Brody Hagelpit in the first inning. Bases loaded. Jake Mazier with a 3-run double. A couple batters later, Brandon Whiteford smokes this one to right. It lands in the parking lot, a 2-run bomb. Chat Valley takes a 5-0 lead after 1. The Reavers just 3 hits overall. Jake Scudder walks with the bases loaded in the second. Devin Stuck trots in, cuts it to 5-1. Top of the third inning, Will Campbell with one of the Pirates' 16 hits. Chattahoochee Valley with a commanding 7-1 lead. Bottom of the third, Valley starter and winning pitcher Bryce Conley with a wild pitch. Josh Newell scores, home team down by 5. The visitors keep swinging away. Top of the fourth, Mazier with another of his 3 hits, knocks in 3 runs, and it's 10-2 Pirates. Chattahoochee Valley scores 4 more in the 5th. The big blow by Ryan Hagan, a 2-run home run. The Pirates humble Iowa Western in 5, 14-2. The Reaver season is over.
Scoreboard totals are correct.
I don't know what it was at the beginning. We just, teams would come out and they're ready to go, and we don't make pitches, and when we put it over the plate, they squared it up, and then we just, and you know, it's just it's a mental thing as much as anything. When you get 5 runs on you, it changes up your offense, changes up your approach, maybe trying to do too much, you know, anything like that. So it makes it tough.
So after only 4 games in Grand Junction, Coach Reardon's squad season is over. But it didn't come without its positives.
I like our consistency, and I like this team. I would take this team again next year.
For one final time from Grand Junction, Colorado, for the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Zach Harper-Blunt.
Thanks, Zach, for all your hard work out in Grand Junction, Colorado. And by the way, Northwest Florida State wins the JUCO World Series. Now, life goes on. Hey, they won on and on the pitch. Hey, one is moving on and one is coming back after the break.
For more than a quarter century, thousands of Southwest Iowa athletes have relied on this team, Jenny Ed SportsMed. Their sole focus is to prevent, diagnose, and treat your sports injury. They even partner with the surgeons at Ortho West, ensuring you get your own exclusive roadmap back to action. Methodist Jenny Ed SportsMed invites all Southwest Iowa athletes to its free walk-in clinic, open every Saturday morning, August through October. Jenny Ed SportsMed.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you.
Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Body language. Without saying a word, it can tell you so much. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time. Time to call 911 immediately. The sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery. Learn the body language, the sudden signs, and spot a stroke fast.
This is the moment I knew. His future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Jack Frost, you do have beautiful teeth.
My what?
Are they really as white as they say? Yes. Oh, they really do sparkle like freshly fallen snow. This is an excellent example of what teeth should look like. Check out the iridescence of that incisor, the beauty of that bicuspid, the magnificence of those molars. And the best way to achieve such terrific teeth is brushing. 2 minutes, twice a day. Not 30 seconds, not a minute 45. 2 minutes. That's all it takes. They're beautiful.
Your future is here at CBTV. You're in the game. You take the shots. It's your story. The Media Studies program at Iowa Western. Real reality TV starring you. For more information, go to iwcc.edu. Gosh, never forget this game at Nationals. The Iowa Western women's basketball team not one, but 2 chances to win. So close, but so far. It was a record-breaking season. One Reavers fans won't soon forget, and of course, I know I won't. Now, when a team does well, schools come calling, not just for the players, but for the coaches. He saved his best for last. The Iowa Western women's basketball team here on the attack won a school record 31 games last season. The Reavers finished 5th at the national tournament. And now,
we're going to clear out this whole side for you.
The architect, Jim Turgeon's headed to Division II Colorado State at Pueblo.
I've been looking off and on, or being contacted off and on for the last few years, and this opportunity came up, and it was enticing to me because they've been winning, and it's in a good city. The past opportunities I had, they haven't been winning, just weren't good jobs, or in a bad city, or both, and this one seemed to have everything I've been looking for.
The ball's going to bring her up, and it's going to clear everything else up for everybody else.
Looking back on his 8 years at Iowa Western, Turgeon's teams won 191 games, averaging 23 wins a season.
Women's basketball here at Iowa Western has never had a losing season, but right before I came here, they were, I think they were 15-14, and it was really kind of a black eye in the community, a black eye on the school, just how their kids acted and everything like that. So that's probably the main thing I changed, is the culture and how the kids acted and played with class.
We're ahead. We're ahead.
I'd like to hope and think that first people think I was a good guy. It was easy to work with, and gave everything he could to the program and to the girls, and maybe help change some lives. The wins are great and everything like that, but what you really remember is the relationships you get, and I just want to be remembered as a coach that cared about the girls and cared about the program, cared about the school.
The 52-year-old won a lot of games for this school, and now Jim Turgeon and his assistant Tara Moyers are headed to Colorado and the Thunderwolves of Pueblo. Now Coach Turgeon ready to pick up where he left off. So what does this mean for Iowa Western? No problem. Another former Reaver is already on board. In fact, during Jim Turgeon's first 4 years in Canesville, she was right there with him. The former Lindsay Nemeth and now Lindsay Vanderhoof will take over where Coach Turgeon left off. Now, Vanderhoof just spent 4 seasons as the head coach at Lakeland College in Plymouth, Wisconsin. Overall record with the Muskies, 49-54. She's the 5th all-time winningest coach in the program's history and coached 6 all-conference players. So one Reaver says goodbye, and another says hello, steps right in. Up next, our play of the week, Hero Time on the pitch. What a match it was, and as always it seems, down to the wire. On the other side.
The Mid-America Center is the Heartland's premier entertainment and convention center. June 7th, the most beautiful horses in the world come to town for the Gala of the Royal Horses. Then September 27th, Papa Roach with headliner Five Finger Death Punch. The MAC offers free parking for all events, including those in the convention center. July 10th and 11th, enjoy all things British, movies, and more at British Fest. Then Spirit of Courage Celebrity Weekend takes place August 8th and 9th. Tickets, information, and more at midamericacenter.com.
Makes a star.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore.
Show up
And frustration, a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy, and giving up impossible.
And then we're going to turn the lights and everybody look up.
I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought.
What's your reaction gonna be? Yeah, exactly.
And unconventional methods
Okay, what else?
common.
This is their world.
There's nothing.
And then they die. Go ahead, go, go, go.
I'm a teacher. I make more.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Every time these two get together, it's always a knockdown, drag-out affair. Now, the Titans have owned the Saints these last few years. So, here we go again. Two of the top girls soccer programs in Southwest Iowa, and both ready to make a run at state. But first, they got to get past each other. They shake on it, all smiles, but then comes the match. The 8th-ranked Class 1A team in the state dominates the first 15 minutes. Aaron Wright with the header. Now, best chance for the Saints, Nicole Hildebrand. Point blank. Can't punch it in. Lewis Central's best shot. Emily Wank takes the cross. And it's cleared out. Scoreless at the break. Second half, same as the first. The Class 2A number 7 Titans with some opportunities. St. Albert with some chances. Still scoreless, just over 5 minutes left regulation. Gabby Lanciel sends it in for LC. Kelsey McSorley. Top left corner. Lewis Central just gets by the Saints. 1-0.
It was not only luck, but we usually get a lot of our goals off of like crosses from our wide players or like set plays like corner kicks. And I don't know, it was just a good play.
Kelsey's a player who doesn't look that tall, but she knows how to get on the end of a head ball. And she scored the big winner tonight.
They're a good team, and our girls really played great, I thought. But it was one good play. That was it.
Yeah, I thought our team played really well. I was super happy. It was an amazing senior night. I don't have anything bad to say about the game. I think we all played hard throughout the whole game.
The Titans knock off the Saints for the third straight year. During that span, Lewis Central's outscored St. Albert 7-1.
Great job, man. Fun game.
Yeah,
Good game.
heck of a
Good
game.
luck for us here.
You guys too.
And as you just heard, both coaches agreed. It was a good match by two well-matched teams. Teams ready to make another run in the playoffs. Lewis Central crashes the postseason pate at 12-3. St. Albert sits at 12-6, having lost its last 3 in a row. Thomas Jefferson, one game under 500 at 9-10. Hey, Abraham Lincoln looking to make some noise as well at a stellar 11-4. The second season is here. And then there's the guys. The Falcons are off to state for the 6th time in the last 9 years. St. Albert knocks off Tri-Center 5-1 in a Class 1A sub-state final. Thomas Jefferson loses a hard-fought 2-1 game to Sioux City East in a 3A sub-state semi. The Yellow Jackets finish at 6-11. The Lynx and Titans both lose their first-round playoff matches, as Abraham Lincoln, winless a year ago, finishes up at 5-12. Lewis Central, a disappointing 3-15. The soccer season is winding down. And now it's time for our Play of the Week, brought to you by Buena Vista University. St. Albert and Lewis Central scoreless with time running out. LC's Kelsey McSorley to the rescue. The sophomore little heads up. That's the difference. The Titans shut out the Saints 1-0. Kelsey McSorley with our Play of the Week. The Play of the Week is brought to you by Buena Vista University. Summer classes begin May 4th and June 29th. Fall classes kick off August 24th. Call 712-749-1990 to register today. And so, another one bites the dust. And I still find it hard to believe that Iowa Western goes 2-2 in Colorado. But again, what's that saying we've heard so many times? That's why they play the game. It's never a done deal, but still a fantastic season for Raritan and the Reavers. Now, remember as always to keep it here for more news and information in your community by tuning in to the Council Bluffs News with Marie Zeitner. And so, for this latest edition of the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm J.J. Davis, and as always, I'll see you around.